What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Back at it again with another banger, my friends. Y'all know the vibes. Kick back, relax, and take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
So I know there are still thousands of prospects in the transfer portal at this point in time in the offseason. And some teams definitely may not still be done that I'm going to mention as some of the winners part one on this video. Some of them might not even be done yet, but we're looking at what players have signed and some of the big winners in the transfer portal, in my opinion, so far in the offseason. Now, if this is the banger I think it will be, my people, we may have to get a part two in here just because there are so many teams. But I just wanted to start off with a few of them that really got things going in the transfer portal. So with no further ado, man, let's get into it. First off, we got to talk about South Carolina, one of the top programs in the country, national runner-up last season in the NCAA tournament championship game. Now, this one was tough because you lose Malaysia Fulwiley, man, and you're talking about one of your top three scorers, most electrifying player, a true fan favorite that hopped over to LSU and joined the other side, who also will be on this list. But I don't want to examine everything they lost. We know Sakima Walker also lost, but I don't want to just focus on what South Carolina lost, because I think ultimately, even losing on Gianna Neepkins, they still upgraded this roster from last season, and I'm going to tell you why. First off, Taniyah Laxton, man. Division I leading scorer. Miss go get a bucket. And the thing is, everybody, we start off with the scoring because that's the obvious strength. You know, she addresses the issue of providing a go-to scorer. Whenever the shot clock is breaking down, Laxton can go get you a bucket. Whenever, you know, they need a closer to close out games, Laxton can get you a bucket. Whenever you need someone to really get the offense going on a slow night, Laxton can get you a bucket. So I'm definitely thinking they upgraded the backcourt. But also, man, her playmaking, man. She averaged like 4 assists a game last year. Like, even on a team that has nowhere near the talent that she was on. Like, she can play the 1, she can play the 2. She is a talented passer, a very unselfish player, and a capable, very much so, playmaker. Now, there are some questions about the defense. What I like is she's coachable and she gives a lot of effort. So when you're given those two things on defense, you can improve as a defender. So I think that will be something that she makes a jump in at South Carolina. We're talking about the leadership. Someone that has played with your captain for years in high school, won multiple state titles, has played with certain players on this team in AAU, and has won titles there as well, man. So she is a South Carolina type of player, and I think this will be big. On top of that, you bring in Medina Okot. Now, 6'6", you know, I think she's just scratching the surface, man. You know, she is a walking double-double waiting to happen. She's a depth shot blocker as well. You know, she's got good timing. She's got good length. She doesn't foul too much. And I think she's a lot more mobile than people may give her credit for. And having that coaching and that pedigree from Don Staley and what she's transformed a lot of these bigs into out of South Carolina, there's a lot to be excited about. You also have Adele Tack, who doesn't have to be rushed. You got Ashlyn Watkins, who doesn't have to be rushed back into the fold of things either. You still got Joyce Edwards and Chloe Kitts leading the way in the front court. And now you got Okot out there who can really provide a big body, a rim protector, and addresses a big need for another big body down low, because they desperately needed another big at South Carolina. So I definitely got to chalk it up as South Carolina, man. I think the offseason overall was a win for them. Another team in the SEC that we will talk about is LSU, man. And, I mean, no surprise here. Now, they did lose out on Sarah Williams in the Sarah Williams sweepstakes, and UConn got a big win there. No doubt about it. They lost a couple of players last year, Poa, Jersey Wolfenbarger, Miracle Shepherd. Like, there were several players that I felt like, personally, in my opinion, were getting free rides at LSU. Now you bring in a super talented freshman class. You also bring in Kate Koval and Amaya Joyner, two talented front court players. Amaya Joyner is a player that was an all-conference type of player, first-team All-American in her conference at East Carolina, was a top 100 player coming out, like super versatile, can put the ball on the floor, can attack the cup. Then you bring in Kate Koval, who will have to stay out of foul trouble, but she's super skilled, man. Like, she is just scratching the tip of the iceberg on her game. And Notre Dame, she had some big moments, especially early on in the season before they got healthy. But she's big. She's 6'6". She can score it. Nice low post game. She can shoot the ball. She's a really gifted passer as well. She runs the floor pretty well, and she will rebound. And she provides immediate upgrade at the 5 over what LSU had last year. No disrespect to Samaya Smith, because they definitely could have used her as well, but I think she's providing more upside than Samaya Smith throughout a whole season. So I love the Kate Koval. And then on top of that, man, you do the unthinkable, and you bring in Malaysia Fulwiley, bro. Like, one of the most electrifying, dynamic, unguardable players in women's college hoops. Like, 3-level scorer, can shoot the 3, can't stay in front of her, gets downhill, always is in attack mode, has the legitimate capability of completely, and you can't say this about a lot of players in college basketball, but completely take over a basketball game. Malaysia Fulwiley has that type of capability, and you're pairing her with the likes of Flau'jae Johnson and Michaela Williams in that backcourt, plus these freshmen coming in. And you bring back KG as well. And you bring back Jada Richard, who is also very capable of playing that point guard position. Like, LSU's backcourt depth is going to be insane. They're going to have one of the deepest backcourts. I think they added more depth in every aspect. Coach Kim Mulkey still might not be done, but I love what they went out and did, man. They upgraded this roster. They went away from the Band-Aids of last season and really got some program pillars to not only help them surge into national championship contention this season coming up, but also for the future, man, because a lot of these players have multiple years of eligibility left. So I love what they did. They brought in a veteran in Joyner. They brought in a young post in Koval that they can develop and rely on for the next several years. They bring in Malaysia Fulwiley, another explosive guard that can take some pressure off of Williams, that can take some pressure off of Johnson, who was playing like 40 minutes a game and getting ran into the ground last season. They will not have that problem this upcoming year. So I'm excited to see that. I definitely think LSU, big win, swung for the fences, missed out on Sarah Williams, but at the same time, you can't win them all. I think they did enough to upgrade this roster, though, and compete for a national championship. Staying with the SEC one more time, man. Y'all, we got to talk about Coach Yo and Ole Miss and what they brought in. Oh, my goodness. Man, and when you lose 5-6 players, to graduation, like they've done, they were a Sweet 16 team last season. They have been doing a good job of finding players that are talented, but also fit this culture and gel with the current core that they have. And I think they really hit some home runs, man, in the transfer portal, starting with Cody McMahon, all conference, All-American level player at Ohio State, put in 3 very, very productive years. For a very, very talented program that, reached new heights while she was there. But you talk about a number 1 scoring option immediately in the paint. Like, can shoot the 3, can expand her range, can take it off the dribble, really good mid-range game, bodies up, rebounds, and just can provide that low block option that is continuously able to get you a bucket, man. Like, this is a huge get. She was one of the top transfer prospects in the entire country, averaged over 16 a game. Like, this is a player that is going to come in experienced, ready for the physicality of the SEC, and I really got to salute what they did as far as bringing her in, but also bringing in one of the nation's top scorers, a 20-point-per-game scorer in Caitlin Peterson out of UCF. It's going to be a major, major boost to that backcourt and provides another number 1 scoring option for them in that backcourt to replace some of that production that they lost last year. And they bring back some young talent as well. But I also like that they added some depth, man, with Mississippi State's Denham DeShields, another point guard that's played a lot of SEC competition and can provide provide another really steady ball handler and creator for this team. They also added Debrisha Poe as well. So they're adding depth with quality guards that can come off the bench and really produce with that second unit. And they also add Latasha Lattimore, another versatile post that can come in there and provide a big body, rebound, block shots, and continue to elevate this roster, man. Coach Yo is establishing something special at Ole Miss, man. Like, they are building it brick by brick. She is one of the disciples of Don Staley. Don Staley is a mentor to her. Her coaching style is similar. I think she is a really good motivator. They're developing talent as well. They're bringing talent in, but they're also developing it as well for the next level, as we've seen some players get drafted out of there. Like, Ole Miss, Coach Yo is doing her thing. Like, she did her big one. I honestly think this is probably the most talented team Ole Miss will have this season, man. Like, since she's been there, they're going to be stacked. Watch out for Ole Miss, man. They are going to be a problem in the SEC. I'm telling you right now. Like, this is an absolute talented group. And they really upgraded this roster after losing a lot of production. I think they really brought in even better players than they had last year. But they have two players that are going to come in and be a dynamic duo, I think, immediately. I mean, you're talking over 36 points per game just from two players. So I definitely think that this roster got a lot better. They did their due diligence on the recruitment trail. They found pieces that will complement, that will come in, play defense, embrace this physical style of basketball that Ole Miss has established, and I'm excited to see what they do in the SEC, man. Definitely. Another transfer portal juggernaut that we have been seeing continue to build, Coach Brenda Freeze out there at Maryland, man. I was shocked, first off, at the Oluchi Okinawa transfer, man. I did not see that coming. Duke has so much talent coming back. She was so good for that roster last season. Won ACC tournament MVP, was dynamic, and could start for a lot of teams in the country, man. So I was really surprised that, she left, but going to Maryland, man, they have replaced Cheyenne Sellers with some really talented players, and Okinawa is definitely one of them. She's probably the best perimeter defender in the country. First off, let's start there. She's super quick. She's continued to improve as a shooter. She can get to the cup, and she makes instant impact, like winning plays on both sides of the basketball, man. And that's what I really, really like about her. Just the ability to impact the game, not even needing the basketball. Like, very, very versatile, can guard multiple positions, just is tough, tenacious, never gives up. Duke was down in some big games this year, and, Okinawa really helped spark their run through the ACC tournament and to an ACC title, man. So, salute to her. Also, man, this one was another one, bro. Yarden Garcon out of Indiana, man. Another big guard that can help replace Cheyenne Sellers as well in that backcourt. Just versatile, can create, really shoots the three ball well, can get to the cup, like great size, guards multiple positions, can really play really good in the pick and roll as well. She will open up the floor with her shot-making ability. She will be valuable on defense because of her length and her size. She will be a mismatch, and she's super, super experienced as well at Indiana with Big Ten play already. They also add Penn State's Gracie Merkel, like dynamic guards, versatile 3-and-D wing, and they get a post presence that is very talented and is, productive as well, and is going to be playing with the most talent she's ever played with. And you also still bring back Smirkel as well, man. Like, there's still a lot of talent left. You bring back Sailor Poffenberger as well to this group. Like, they still have a lot of talent at Maryland coming back as well. I think they will be right back in the thick of things. And we're talking about a program that really, truly gave South Carolina just about all they could handle, man. And Coach Freeze, I just got to salute the transformation that she's doing, reviving that program, recruiting local talent, but also bringing in some dynamic transfer portal. It's at the point now where it's like with Maryland, it's more so like, man, it's not what they're going to bring in, it's who they're going to bring in, and not how they're going to bring it in, but when they're going to bring it in, because they just continue to reload this roster, man, through the transfer portal. And, hey, man, nothing but salutes to them. Rounding out our group, I got to talk about TCU, of course, man. One of the biggest winners of the transfer portal, in my opinion, with easily just their first player in Olivia Miles, man. She's obviously taking the Hailey Van Lith route. You know, things went sour between her and Hannah Hidalgo, allegedly. Sonia Citron got up out of there, went to the draft. They lost a lot of seniors. And I think Notre Dame will still be fine. They're talented, you know, but at the same time, Olivia Miles was a huge loss. This was one of the most shocking transfers probably in the history of women's college hoops because of the fact that, one, she was the projected number 2 pick in the WNBA draft. She about her bread. She going to get that NIL money and getting a bigger rookie contract next year. So salute. But this is something we do not see on the men's side. If you're top 2, top 3 projected in the NBA draft, you're not coming back to school. Like, that's just not going to happen. And we are seeing something unprecedented with Lauren Betts as well as Olivia Miles coming back. Olivia Miles, super talented guard. Came back off a season-ending injury and had one of her best years. Like, elite passer, really ran the show for Notre Dame at the point guard position when she had it. Like, calming presence, veterans, played a lot of games, big guard that can defend, that has elite court vision, great delivery. She got the behind the back, the over the head. Like, if you are open, especially in transition, like, Olivia Miles will find you. And the fact that she commands so much pressure when she's attacking downhill, getting to the cup, and has that court vision to be able to be aware enough to find her open teammates, because there's going to be shooters surrounding her. And TCU's already building that roster back up after losing their big 3. And they've got some talent coming back as well. But looking with Olivia Miles, she has the keys to this offense. You have a conductor, you have a leader, you have a coach on the floor, you have a guard that's hard-nosed, that's going to defend, that's going to make players around her better. I think if she wants to run her own team, it's an exceptional move. I don't see it hurting her draft stock at all. She's a player that was highly coveted, and TCU coach Mark Campbell is building something special at that program, and he's shown that you can build a roster through the transfer portal in 1 year, get this team to jail, and make a run at some all-time highs, man. They were one of the 8 best teams, one of the final 8 standing in the country. And I think we could see Olivia Miles really have a spectacular last season, the way we saw Hailey Van Lith, who ended up playing herself back into the WNBA draft. Now, Olivia Miles isn't coming with that type of baggage. You know, this is only her second school. She's already high on draft boards, number 2. Like, I don't know if she'll get to number 1, but she was already a lock for a top 2, top 3 draft pick already. So it's a different situation, but it could be the same result or even better, man. So I'm excited to see how that turns out as well. But salute to Coach Mark Campbell doing his due diligence, building a program from the ground up, and Olivia Miles is not a bad way to start the reload for this roster. And we will have some more teams. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Drop some more teams. We got to get to USC, Tennessee, UConn. Like, there's some other teams that did some really good work in the transfer portal that we will talk about. Again, this is part 1. Y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff, and join our memberships. We got exclusive content daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Until next time, my people, we out.